Morning. It is our 7th and final day here in quarantine. The past 7 days have gone by really fast, and we've actually only been in our hotel for the past 6 days. They counted our first day as the day we flew in, which was really nice, and that meant when we arrived at our hotel at 1 a.m. on the second day, we basically did the first day flying. That's definitely made it go by really, really fast. I've only been starting to feel a little antsy, like wanting to get out and about yesterday. I think our quarantine in China is going to be a lot harder on wanting to get out and do things, just because it's going to be 7 days, 4 days free, and then 7 days back. Actually almost 10 in China. At least we're able to make our way back to China, because I know a lot of people are not able to do that right now and don't have the opportunities to go home and visit their family, or even have the opportunity to come back into mainland to see their families because of everything. So we are very lucky. We'll take our quarantine days. I think James' coffee's ready.
It's gonna be real hot.
Yeah, real hot.
Your glasses steamed up.
Breakfast? Our morning breakfast time. What do we get today? It's literally like the same thing we got in the first day.
So muffin and now chicken.
Yeah, so this is our breakfast. I'm pretty sure I know exactly what this chicken tastes like. And if it's the same cauliflower from yesterday, it's not going to be good either. So far, our quarantine food has not been the best.
Luckily, this hotel allows us to order delivery, which is really nice.
We have definitely been getting a lot later starts to our day. It first started off as like 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and now James actually slept until 7:30 this morning, which is really good. I'm working on a reel right now, and our room doesn't have any chargers next to the bed, so I am sitting on the floor with the extension cord that we had to buy because there's only 2 outlets, and one of them we have to keep plugged in at all times. So it's fine. Working on the reel now, finishing it up. Make sure to follow us on Instagram so you can see it. Now that I got a reel done, I'm gonna get up, try to be productive, maybe do some yoga, and let's get our day started. These yoga mats have been amazing during our stay here in quarantine. I bought these on Taobao before we left. I knew we needed some sort of foldable yoga mat so we could, you know, when we're working out or in this quarantine for so long, we don't always want to use just the carpet and the ground for yoga. So this has actually come in handy. Like, we use this every single day. We also brought exercise bands for us to do a little bit of, you know, little workouts and stuff. So definitely exercise equipment was a solid packing item that we did. One thing that has came in handy on our trip is not only the cups we brought, the coffee funnel and everything, but also this liquid detergent and liquid soap. This can be used for both like washing clothes as well as dishes. It's a camping tool.
Time to pack up. Today is our last day, And we'll be moving on to our hotel that we'll be staying at for the rest of our trip to Hong Kong. So yeah, we need to get everything packed up so we can move. My thoughts on our quarantine. It definitely kind of sucks because it really limits our time in Hong Kong. We definitely would have loved to go out and explore the city the entire time because there's so much stuff to do here, but because of this quarantine, we only have a very short amount of time to do anything fun. It's the exact opposite of going to the US. Because right when you step on that flight, that international flight to go to the United States, it is no restrictions. You can take your mask off. In fact, all the flight attendants don't have a mask on, so you kind of feel like, it's fine. We arrived in the United States and nobody has a mask on in the airport. There's no one telling you to check to see if you have COVID. You can literally just walk around with everyone instantly. There was no quarantine. No one told us to quarantine. No one even mentioned anything about COVID when we arrived in the United States. It was a complete shock to us, having lived in China for so long. Coming back to Hong Kong, all of these safety measures or precautions or restrictions are, now back in force. When we got on the flight from Tokyo to Hong Kong, we had to wear a mask again. When we get into the airport, they make you go through the checks, like what we've been used to for the past 3 years. And it's just so the exact opposite of the US, where there's nothing. They have moved past all of these things and now are living life like it was back before. It's almost like we're a reverse culture shock and then a reverse culture shock to come back. But this is what we have been living through for the past, since COVID has started in China. So it's not something that's completely strange or new to us. And we never got COVID in the US or China or here. So we're super lucky in that sense.
As of yet, knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on wood. That was metal. There we go. But we're excited to be back. We're super excited for our quarantine to be over and for us to finally be able to explore Hong Kong. And we just need to finish packing and wait till tomorrow. Hope nobody judges my packing.
One thing I love to use when packing is packing cubes, just because I like to stay organized, have like my workout clothes in something, my nicer clothes in the other, and it just helps keep me organized. James, however, hates using packing cubes for some reason, unless it's for his underwear. He just thinks it's too much work to put it into a cube and just enjoys throwing things in his suitcase, but it really bothers me. We brought a bunch of teas and granola bars to prepare ourselves because we know that at least in mainland China, most hotels do not allow for deliveries. Luckily Hong Kong did, so we didn't have to use too much of our stuff. But we came prepared. That's for sure. We just heard the knock on the door, which means lunch is here. Nice and warm. I think it's like pork. It's alright. It has like a gravy type of sauce. Okay. This is like and the noodles are overcooked as well. Looks like we're ordering for delivery. We always taste test before we order food, gotta give it a try. Most of the time it doesn't work out. So what we do is we just close it back, put it back into the bag, and take it out for trash. We've been using Food Panda app to find what we want. It seems that it's either it's just really expensive because of the app, or everything in Hong Kong is expensive because I feel like I've never paid so much money for food, and like even the Chinese food on here is really expensive.
This is
Yeah. Awesome, our food's here. Let's go get it. We're back. I am so ready for this. Food Panda automatically doesn't give you any sort of like silverware or anything, so we have to use our like own silverware that we brought, which actually I'm very happy that we did bring some because it came in handy a lot.
feels so weird using.
Yeah, it doesn't feel right using a fork while eating. We really need to work on our last video here. Some time to kind of brainstorm. I already got my outline out. We just worked out our plan of our next video that we're going to do. The video is obviously about our quarantine hotel. So we're going to do a comparing and contrasting the quarantine hotels in both Hong Kong and Mainland China. Every day we have to take a COVID test. Let's see, hopefully our last day we are still negative. I think we are.
That would be the worst.
Yeah, literally like your last day. That's happened to someone else. He got COVID on his final day in Hong Kong after he went out and explored. And he got it from India where he flew from. It just took longer for him to show symptoms.
Wow.
Yeah, but it looks like we're good. Negative. Time to relax.
Chicken. Rice. Looks like they're putting these mushrooms in everything they have. Don't really know.
I super hate wasting food, but I mean, like, the food is edible. Like, we could eat it. We just know that we can order something else, and that's why we do it. But if you were like strictly about like not spending money and you brought extra snacks, you could probably get away with eating the food if you're not too picky, to be honest.
Yeah, I've had some pretty bad upset stomachs after eating the food though.
That's true. We have just placed our order for curry. We're getting 2 paneer curries as well as some naan, and then we're just going to eat the rice that they gave us for the rice. But it says it'll be delivered within like the next 20 minutes, 20, 30. It's pretty good. I'm actually really excited to go out into Hong Kong and be able to go to a restaurant ourselves and find new places to go. I've read online that there is like this ice cream place that they import their shaved ice from Japan. I wonder if they still do that even with like kind of border restrictions. And then someone on our Instagram sent us a place that we should really go out and try out. So I'm excited to finally leave the hotel. Oh, we need to call to schedule a checkout.
What's funny is this is the first day that we've actually done this. We removed the table so we could sit on the bed and watch TV. We haven't really watched anything while we eat, so
Yeah.
kind of makes sense.
Our food arrived and we are super hungry and ready to eat. We are probably just going to end up doing the exact same thing we did all day, which is watching Netflix, laying on bed, and we're gonna have to do a little bit more rearranging of our suitcases in order for us to be ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, sadly today's weather is not that great, so we probably won't watch the sunset today. Instead, we'll probably show a video of a couple days before where we watch the sunset. If you enjoyed watching this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel.
See you in the next video.
See ya!
Oh, make sure to come back because we actually get to explore Hong Kong in our next video.
Yes!
All right.
Finally.
Yes, see you. Bye.
Bye.